Do you think it's because there's people that are queer or LGBT, whatever, and they want other people to be a part of their group? What do you think is behind it, though? Like, how did this, if this is so contrary to the way most people feel, what do you think is behind it, especially the push towards children, affirming children? Do you think it's because there's people that are queer or LGBT, whatever, and they want other people to be a part of their group? Is it they want more LGBT people? They want to encourage this behavior? They think it's suppressed, and maybe there's more people that are gay or whatever, and they want to come out and they just get suppressed by it, so they're trying to make it like more enthusiastic? Like, how is this trans thing becoming a major point of debate with children where it never has in history? In your life, in my life, there was never all this talk about trans children. Like this, it seems insane that we've forgotten that kids don't know what the is going on yet.
I think a lot of it is owing to social media platforms and the internet. I think this is what I'm talking about when I say the activist, I don't think speak for the community at large. I think they get an agenda that they're pushing, and I think they really get wrapped up in this, and it gets a lot of oxygen on the internet. It gets a lot of oxygen on social media platform. Now, they say there's no social contagion here, but the girls that are claiming to be transgender, that percentage has gone up. Some reports say it's gone up 800%, 1,000% over the last several years.
Females?
And they say, well, that's because they feel more comfortable talking about it now. I think there is a social contagion effect.
100%.
So people jump on the bandwagon, and if it's for a short period of time, but they've done things that can't be reversed, I think that's really tragic.
That is real, and it's definitely, there's several cases where I can point out that you can see that it's socially contagious, because look at a girls basketball team. Usually it's like they all gonna be,
and you know, some parents don't even want their daughters to play basketball because of that.
That's like, why is that a thing?
Yeah,
what about basketball
girls
makes you gay?
Probably the girls around you. Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I'm telling you. It's nothing with the game of basketball. Why don't happen to the boys?
Yeah, some people, it's a rough sport, but that could be possible too. It's a rough sport.
There's a lot of rough sports. But there's girls that's wrestling and MMA and all that, and I don't even think of them as the same as like.
You don't think that they have the same amount of gay women in wrestling as basketball?
No.
Nah, the women that was wrestling, they're not gay.
They on some old school.
They
down
on
south,
traditional women.
Yeah.
Wow, I never. That's
They
insane.
some hard traditional.
They just because there's a wrestling school at a women's wrestling team at my high school, and they're like #1 in the nation. And they don't, from there how they look, they don't look like the basketball.
I mean, but did you know?
I don't know, but you can kind of tell most of the time.
Okay, yeah.
The ones I went to the school with, they all are married right now.
Who?
Even the coach, the women that was wrestling.
Oh,
wow.
Then they were state champions.
Yeah, I went to high school that had a girls basketball team, and we had a girl on the team who was she was gay. But
Y'all whole team was the girl basketball team was gay.
No, not the whole team.
But
No,
I realized
it was only like maybe 2 or 3 girls, but you knew they were very boyish. Like they dressed like boys, they wear pants. The girls would dress up on game day, they would wear dresses and be girly girls, and the ones that weren't, like the 2 or 3 that weren't, would wear pants and Jordans like boys. It was obvious, but nobody really batted an eye though, because that's like
it's
a
different
basketball
for a girl
thing.
for sure.
So that's like a
it's more
basketball
accepted.
thing.
I'll just say girls is more likely to do it because
For
like
sure.
when I was in high school, a lot of the people that was, out with it was women. They was more embracive to it than men are.
So y'all think the LGBTQ community could influence people?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
That's what they're doing with the movies.
They're like a
and all
gang.
that
They got a
shit.
flag. They got everything. They gonna get on your butt if you ain't claiming gang.
A non-gay person, a straight person, can get influenced by the LGBT community in turn.
A kid that has an impressionable mind? Yes.
You think so?
Not no grown ass man.
Well, yeah,
But,
no.
So why you think
I'm
they?
talking about middle school, high school girls.
Okay. So
yeah,
why?
even middle school, maybe high school.
Why
maybe
you
not
think-
so much, but definitely middle school.
Why you think they
We try to figure
don't
out
have
the-
religions in school for?
But you know what though?
That's real.
That's belief.
Because they don't want to sway an impressionable mind. You
true.
got a kid who's one religion, he goes to school, they teach him another thing.
But I feel like religion is a little bit.
It's still still a belief because they having a belief
it's
in
a belief,
something.
you know, because you know, listen,
they almost
it's not different because you believe something and someone else believes different. So to avoid the conflict, they don't let you teach it in school. That way, you're there to learn a curriculum that's outside the curriculum. Belief, religion, and belief is something that you can pick up on your own and practice on your own.
And it's also socially.
How you sexually see with someone, isn't that not a feeling? Is that not a feeling over a belief, though?
I don't know what you just said.
Well, okay, I feel like that's a sexual desire.
Sexual desire is how
but
you
I'm
feel,
talking about.
I don't think that's something that should be taught in school.
No,
but he's making the point that it's contagious. I think it is.
If a teacher comes and just preaches that agenda,
because why is it spreading so fast? Like he even said, it's up 1,000%.
Yeah,
it's not due to more people just feeling a certain way. It's because they boosting it more.
It's a lot of men. How he feel, you know. A kid. If I have a whole bunch of gay kids in my class,
come on, it's men that's influence how they feel. Come on, we have been seeing the videos. We have got the evidence. Come on, bro.
It is probably more women.
Because I think it's because it's more accepted. That's probably the reason.
Yeah, I feel like women will be more abrasive.
For a woman to be gay, it's like it doesn't make her any less women. It does, but it's like if a man is gay, then you're just a pussy. That's so
you're gonna be judged more.
I didn't mean that like that. I'm talking about like
more judged.
How they look. How
you're gonna be more
judged. How they are looked at is like that. I don't mean that, y'all.
If
I'm
a
saying
woman do
how
it,
they're looked at. So that's why.
Cause like,
and I just think that.
I can't say that.
What he said, it is contagious, bro. I think it is. Cause why is it being? It's being pushed hard. It's not a coincidence that it's being pushed more and more people are gay. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah, the pride parades have been bigger than I have.
Think about the show. Everything you can't even watch a show no more. That's not have that in it.
They've been getting huge now, bro.
You cannot watch a show without that in it. Because
now.
they say they lack representation. Why did they say that? So that they can push their agenda.
We know. Well, yeah.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Well, you know, yeah, they wouldn't be pushing the evil agenda if they didn't think it was gonna happen.
They push that agenda so that more people. We're here. We're queer.
We're
coming for your children. What does that mean? Who is chanting that? What does that mean? What exactly does that mean?
How does that? Y'all want to know something I've been seeing on Twitter a lot from a lot of black liberals? They be saying that it's wrong for black people to not be supportive of the LGBT because they're being discriminated like black people were being discriminated against.
I bet that was a LGBTQ black member.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I've seen the tweets be viral. They be having hella numbers. I actually saw today. I was about to send it to you to the group chat, but they be like, "They hating on your people, bro." So Ghana just made it illegal to identify as anything LGBTQ. It's illegal. You will go to jail. And then people were quoting it because they have this thing called they got this new trend where like in Africa, like this year, you go back home or something, and people were like, "Oh, cancel that. I feel bad for everyone over there." And all the Ghanaians was like, "Shit, y'all got a problem? Keep your ass over there. We don't want y'all over here."
Ghanaian people not playing about shit.
Multiple. It was like hundreds of. It was like we do not care. There was like they was like come to Ghana, or they said whether y'all come to Ghana or not, we ain't gonna change. Ghana's still gonna be Ghana.
No, they
keep your ass in America. Where y'all confused.
That's why I think I'm so hard headed about certain things, especially like how we was arguing yesterday off camera, y'all. I'm just so hard. I'm just very hard headed about certain things, and that's just because that's how like there's just certain things in Ghana. Just what we do is what we do, and to get right or get left, and that's what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, look,
I ain't against anybody
might not
being
be
gay.
wrong. It's just the culture I was raised in.
I'm not against anybody for being gay, but when you're trying to enforce it on the kids and put it in the classroom,
that's the
thing, you see what they just did in Tennessee?
We're in a democracy, bro, and we have freedom of speech, so that's going to continue to happen. How do we?
They banned the flags.
Can we stop that?
Yeah, they did. I think
that
should.
Yeah.
No. They banned any flag in school that's not the American flag. It's banned.
Okay,
you cannot have it.
Makes sense.
LGBT.
That's why I like
all that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I like Tennessee.
All LGBT.
Police.
BLM,
We coming,
all that shit banned. You know, Oklahoma finna do that.
That was a great thing they did, man.
Yeah, that's insane. I just think that.
Because look, you say freedom of speech, yeah,
democracy.
But there's not freedom of speech in school necessarily because you can't talk about religion and things like that. It's school, it's different. It's kids, it's impressionable minds. When you go on a school campus, you don't have the same rights as like whenever you walking around the street. You know, can't bring like certain things in there. You can't do certain things.
Didn't they have a drag queen come to some schools? Haven't we seen that?
But then that's a problem. Is what we're saying. They're trying to promote it. You got these teachers who
how
are
do we
literal.
stop that?
I got a question.
That's why it's a state by state.
I got
to vote.
something so weird. Y'all gonna be mad at me for trying to say this statement, but like, you know how they try to say, you know how they had their flags and they argue that. Couldn't a gangster argue that I have my flag and I want to bring it to school? You're discriminating against me for representing my flag against all those other people.
Man, Tosh thinks so out the box, bro.
But like, it's the same.
It's a good thing. Because it's just like that's his belief.
That's my belief. So like,
if he's not,
I can't have my flag.
Why he can't represent what he would represent?
Why I can't wear my game? Why I can't crip in school, bro?
You wanna know what's crazy? This kid at my high school a few years ago, I was in college at the time. It was like 2 years after I graduated. This was when Trump was going on his second term, and this kid was wearing a He had the Trump
I
flag. He was
remember
wearing it as a
that,
cape.
yeah.
And this black kid yanked it off him and threw him on the ground and shit.
I remember that.
Like, don't be wearing that shit around.
And it blew on Twitter, and everybody was like, yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure that kid he got like charges pressed on him. And they were like, no, go fund me for him. He doesn't need to get charged. But looking back on it now,
He does.
his little ass needs some charges.
Yeah.
Where you said that happened at?
My high school.
I remember seeing that and thinking a different way about it at the time.
I remember at the time I was thinking. I remember I saw it and it actually made me cringe. I was like, okay, it's one thing to not like Trump, but to throw him on the ground and do all
Like,
that
man.
shit. I'm like, bro, anytime someone gets violent,
It's crazy.
and it's not like self-defense, like you're not in like a threatened situation. You just violent because you upset. I don't support that shit. I never have.
That means you're emotional.
Imagine
I
the
think,
roles
I, think,
was
I think
bad.
that is a sign of low intelligence.
Who's the governor of Tennessee? You know?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been there. It's like
We
We need to
somebody-
figure out who's the
It
governor
wasn't a
of Tennessee.
governor.
It'd be hard to figure
It wasn't
out.
a governor. It was a black man that passed that bill. He have a fro. I forget. I think his name like
But
Andre
the
or
governor had
something.
to sign.
Yeah, they signed the bill, but it was a black man. With
They
black-
came up with the bill.
Yeah, and tried to get it passed.
Okay, well.
To be honest
hey,
with you,
the Senate did good in Tennessee.
y'all.
Bill Lee, Republican Party.
Mr. Bill Lee.
You're a legend.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, Dr. Phil, they kind of cooked.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil's been coming out with a lot of stuff lately.
He's
though,
been
man.
coming out with
He's
some
been-
heat, man.
Dr.
He's
Phil,
been
man.
a lot of places.
Wise guy.
He
All
seen
right.
you on tour, man.
I'm rocking with the wise doctor.
Let us know what y'all think, guys.